If you've been exhausted from being on all the time, if your confidence depends on how well you're performing, if you're afraid that without effort you'll stop being chosen, this message is for the version of you that's already waiting to let that all drop. The version that knows there's a deeper power beneath the doing. Because real feminine power doesn't announce itself. It doesn't chase, it doesn't compete, and it sure doesn't convince. It doesn't need sparkle that's louder than the room. It just is. And when a woman leans and learns and leans in to stop performing power and start to embodying it, she becomes unshakable. She becomes magnetic. She becomes unstoppable, right? If you're done with leading with pressure, if you're done relying on charm, perfection, and productivity to feel worthy, subscribe now, Queen, so you never forget how to return to the kind of power that can't be faked or forced or performed, the kind that lives inside you already, right? So hit that subscribe button, and I'll be here every week to help you. We'll walk together. So tonight we're breaking down what feminine power actually feels like. Not the loud kind, not the showy kind, but the kind that radiates when you're deeply rooted in self, right? By the end of this message, you'll understand why the most magnetic, powerful women are often the quietest ones in the room. Yeah, you'll know why. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Let's figure out first why you started performing. Because somewhere along the line, you were taught that being seen required performance. So you became the achiever, the good girl, the strong one, the peacemaker, the charm, the sparkle, or the support system. You made your worth a job. You started earning love through effort. You started using your personality to survive. You learned how to be enough instead of knowing you already are enough. You were already enough. But Queen, that kind of power isn't sustainable and it isn't sacred. It's survival. It's survival dressed up in silk love. What performance really looks like. Performance isn't always loud. It's not always glitter. It's not always drama. Sometimes it looks like always smiling even when you're hurting. Dressing up so they don't see the chaos underneath it all. Overthinking every message so you don't seem needy. Being the perfect listener so you feel valuable. Or over-explaining your emotions to earn empathy. Achieving so no one can question your worth. Or staying in control so you don't look weak. But power doesn't perform. Power knows. Power owns. Power breathes. Power just is. It is. You know what real feminine power looks like? It's still. It's rooted. It's slow. It's the power of a woman who doesn't chase. She attracts. Not because she's trying to, but because her energy does it for her. It's her eye contact that doesn't flinch. Silence that doesn't apologize. Standards that don't require speeches. Boundaries that don't come with threats. Desires that don't require begging. And a presence that alters the energy of the room. Feminine power doesn't ask, am I enough? It says, this is who I am. Not through words, but through energy, right? There's a shift from performance to presence, and I want you to know that there is. So let's shift now. Let's shift now. Close your eyes, drop your shoulders, feel the air enter your nose and exit through your lips. Let your breath slow. Let your spine uncurl. Let your chest soften just a bit. Now speak this softly within yourself or out loud if you want to. I don't need to perform to be powerful. I do not need to impress to be chosen. My presence is the proof. My energy speaks before I do. I lead by being, not doing. I am the power. I am the moment. Let your body hear that. Let it rearrange your posture. Let it rewrite your patterns. You're not here to perform. You're here to glow. You are. And each and every day, you'll glow brighter and brighter and brighter. So let's talk about what happens when you stop performing, right? When you stop performing, you stop over-explaining. 1, no chasing. You stop negotiating your worth. No calculating your softness. Yeah? You stop fearing you're too much or not enough. And in that stillness, you become unforgettable, babes. You become undeniable. You become untouchable. Because you're not doing power anymore. You're being it. You're being it. Look at your week. Look at your week. Ask yourself, where did you perform? Where did you shrink to keep the peace? Where did you overgive to stay needed? Where did you smile through the ache just to avoid rejection? Look at it. And now ask yourself, what would change if I led with my energy instead of my effort? Let the answer rise. Let it come up in the quietness. You've never needed to sparkle to be powerful. You only needed to be still enough to remember who you are. A woman who's worthy, right? Worthy of everything her heart desires. So I want you to do a soft reset ritual with me. Let's reset your power now. Wrap yourself in stillness. Sink into your space. Now whisper these truths to yourself. I lead without effort. I speak without performance. I am magnetic in silence. My energy teaches people how to treat me. I do not chase. I choose. I do not convince. I attract. I am power, not performance. Feel your aura stretch. Feel your nervous system stabilize. This is what she's been waiting for, right? You don't have to be loud to lead. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen. You don't have to perform power to hold it. The most unforgettable women don't perform. They simply exist in their full energy. So if tonight you return to that part of yourself, subscribe now so you never fall back into the performance trap again. Share this with a woman who's ready to drop the act and rise in her actual power, right? Again, I appreciate you for being here. And as always, stay blessed and stay crowned. Have a great day, love.